Hey, this is Keith Robine from Kootenai Avalanche courses and also doing this video for State of the Snowpack. It's Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. You might see a few snowflakes coming down and people are excited because the Pacific low is meeting the Arctic front that's been causing our cold temperatures, but this Pacific low is bringing moisture and we should get a hopefully nice snowfall tonight, tomorrow. Let's talk a little bit about the snowpack. Generally, the snowpack's been pretty good, more stable than last year. We've had a lot of periods of moderate and low danger as compared to last year. We had deep persistent slab problems throughout the winter, mostly moderate to considerable danger. And I want to talk a little bit, it's going to be maybe a slightly more advanced video, but talk about depth. Because when we're dealing with avalanche problems, particularly persistent and deep persistent problems, the places that we're most likely to trigger them are in areas of shallow snowpack. We've dug a pit here and purposely picked a spot where we've got some shallower snowpack and we've got some deeper snowpack over here. There's a rock. This part of the snowpack is about 80 centimeters, which is somewhat representative of the depth in the Roslyn range, a little bit more in the Roslyn range. And then 130 centimeters over here, which is a little more representative of some of the depths in the Selkirks. And I've just done a couple what's called compression tests and had somewhat different results. Now, again, snow science is, interesting theories. Just don't hold on to any of these concepts with 100% certainty. That's what I've learned over the years. I'm not surprised to be surprised when nature is involved. However, given all that, it's interesting because here we had a compression test result which failed just underneath the rain crust. So this was the atmospheric river rain crust from early December. And underneath that rain crust is a bunch of very sugary, what we call the faceted crystals. And also notice that the rain crust in the shallower parts of the snowpack is pretty thin. And my theory is that the cold temperatures that we've been experiencing has been faceting some of this snow underneath the rain crust more quickly than in the deeper parts of snowpack, which kind of makes sense when you follow the concept of temperature gradient. There's a bigger temperature gradient because the snow is shallower. Okay, let's look at this rain crust as we go across into the deeper part of the snowpack. You can see that the rain crust gets much thicker over here. That kind of follows my theory. Whether it's right or not, I don't know. And in this compression test, I wasn't able to get a result on this rain crust. What I'm going to do next is just kind of pull on it, and we'll sort of see how it breaks off. And that time it did break off. And the snow underneath is also sugary, but it's a little different consistency. You can see that it's wanting to hold together a little bit more than the snow on the other side. Again, just sort of some interesting things. The main point of this, which hopefully is the takeaway, is that when we're dealing with persistent and deep persistent layers, and right now there are none in the forecast, so hopefully these layers are not going to be problematic for us this winter, especially if snowfalls like we're supposed to get tonight and tomorrow, and future snowfalls continue to build the snowpack and kind of bury these layers like the ones we're seeing much deeper. If, however, we get long periods of cold and dry weather like we've had in the past week, then this process of faceting is going to continue, and maybe we're going to see, there's a hole here. Maybe we're going to see more of this kind of faceting going on, similar to like a Rockies snowpack. Hopefully we're not going to be like the Rockies. We're going to be like the Columbias. We're going to get more snow, and hopefully these problems aren't going to become too significant. But it's just a good lesson because last year the big lesson was avoid areas of shallow snowpack, because that's where the snowpack was vulnerable. This year, way less vulnerable, and hopefully it'll stay that way. Have fun out in the POW.